So much, Michelle. Football players have long been known as tough guys, but there are also other tough guys out there that get just as much credit. Those are the soldiers. The Patriot Place Hall of Fame has dedicated an exhibit right now at Gillette Stadium going on, honoring the men who've actually done both football and being soldiers. Take a look.
When entering Patriot Place to see the exhibit, Pro Football and the American Spirit, you can't help but be moved by the sight of the two uniforms Pat Tillman wore during his life. One is his NFL jersey in which he reached fame and wealth. The other is his U.S. Army Ranger uniform. Tillman voluntarily left the game in his prime to fight and ultimately die for his country, something a special few pro football players have also done.
But I really do believe it transcends the football players and really just honors those who serve our country in a special way.
The exhibit spans more than 2,000 square feet, showcasing dozens of artifacts with video testimonials connecting the NFL with our armed forces.
Well, the exhibit actually comes to us from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they actually procured all of the artifacts for the exhibit. And it's really a special collection of stuff. I think they had great cooperation from players, past and present.
Featuring medals from former NFL star and Army General Ernest Chatham, who fought in the Korean War and Vietnam, to a flag carried by Dallas Cowboy Chad Hennings in Desert Storm. The exhibit is interactive for all ages.
We had someone here on Saturday for the launch event who was here with his father and his son. And you know, it does kind of carry over the generations.
With names like Roger Staubach, Tom Landry, and Otto Graham, the exhibit is a can't miss. And while you're at Patriot Place, you might as well get involved in the action at the Patriots Interactive Hall of Fame. Patriots owner Bob Kraft said it best following the 2002 Super Bowl win. We are all Patriots. And that's something all of us should remember.
Joining me now is Brian Morey, the Executive Director of the Hall at Patriot Place, and Sergeant Ron Bernard from the 174th Infantry Brigade. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Glad you guys could be here. Brian, why don't you tell us why you guys decided to open this particular exhibit?
Well, it was the Pro Football Hall of Fame that had this exhibit on display, and it actually started off as a casual discussion, and they provided me some information, and it just seemed like a great fit for us to be able to honor military personnel, and not just, like I said, I don't think it's just NFL personnel, but military personnel in general, people like Ron here.
Sergeant, why don't you tell, you were there for the opening, which was amazing.
Yes.
Robert Kraft was there, a couple of actual players. Why don't you tell us what that was like, first off? That must have been a great experience, but also why this exhibit is so important for people to see.
Obviously, it was a great opportunity for me as a soldier to be able to do something not only as a soldier, but with the team I love. I think it's a great exhibit because these guys that sacrifice their bodies every Sunday for our entertainment, it shows that they have also sacrificed for their country too, and it means a lot to us to have something like this.
Now, how do you guys, when you're overseas or you're deployed, how do you guys keep up with the Patriots and follow your sports teams? I know guys from all over the country. I mean, football is something that brings everybody together. Mm-hmm. How do you guys keep in touch with your teams?
Well, they have the Armed Forces Network that broadcasts from channels stateside, different games and stuff. Also, overseas, obviously with modern technology, they have internet cafes and stuff on the post and stuff for guys to be able to do stuff like that.
Right, what's been the reaction from a lot of the visitors that have seen the exhibit? It's
been great. I think we've had a number of people that serve and have served veterans come in and check out the exhibit. And since 2001, the Crafts have really made a big commitment to the military, and we've had military appreciation days at the stadium and whatnot. And we partner with Raytheon in the museum, which is a defense contractor. So it just seemed like a real good fit.
You mentioned actually when we did the piece that some players and even the Patriots go overseas actually and do their part as well, right?
Yeah, Sammy Morris, Larry Izzo, Ben Watson have been over to Iraq and Afghanistan, and our Patriots cheerleaders have made about 30 different trips since 2001 overseas to visit military and, I guess, improve morale. Does it improve morale?
When the cheerleaders come, of course.
I was going to say, how does that feel when it can kind of bring you back to a sense of normalcy when these players come over and kind of, take your mind off really while you're over there?
It's a great thing, because it lets you know that the people back home are really thinking about you. A lot of times you walk around in uniform, people don't realize how far a thank you goes. especially when somebody sees you in uniform. So.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for everything you've done
Appreciate
so far. It is a great exhibit, guys. I checked it out earlier this week. Pro football and the American spirit is now open and runs through May 30th at the Patriots Hall of Fame in Patriot Place. For more information, head over to the website foxprovidence.com.